Agencies like the National Interagency Fire Center warn fire seasons are becoming year-round events. When Congress passed the Bipartisan Infrastructure Bill late last year, more money went to increasing firefighter pay.
And it turned many seasonal jobs into full-time positions. The goal is to help improve firefighters' quality of life while recruiting and retaining more of them. Tristan Lewis joins us from NIFC in Boise and has more on what staffing looks like with this law. Tristan?
Agencies like NIFC say they probably won't see the effects on staffing until probably next year because they do most of their hiring and training in the fall, which was around the same time Congress passed the law last year. But they do believe this law will entice new and former wildland firefighters to join crews next season. 54 large fires rage around the U.S., marking 2022 as one of the most acres burned in a year in the last 10 years.
So currently over 4 million acres have burned throughout the country.
As wildland staff prepare for a busy and what many regard as a longer fire season, the National Interagency Fire Center is making sure crews are compensated fairly.
The Bipartisan Infrastructure Law is going to help us with is allowing us to offer better work-life balance, increased pay, and then providing more firefighters so that firefighters can take time off during the summer and sort of reset.
Congress passed the law last fall, which funds billions of dollars in wildfire management programs. The law ensures actions such as increasing wildland firefighting starting pay to $15 per hour and pay increases, which more than 11,300 firefighters have already seen.
We do know that in some areas of the country, they've had some issues with hiring wildland firefighters, especially in places like Boise where housing has become incredibly expensive.
Last fall, NIFC hired 16,900 firefighters for agencies across the country for this fire season.
Could we have more firefighters? The answer is yes.
With this new law, they expect to see the amount they hire increase this fall.
We've had a lot of people contact us interested in firefighting positions.
The action from federal agencies has prompted the state of Idaho to do the same.
Given the extreme nature of the 2021 fire season, IDL knew that we had to step up our game for firefighter recruitment and retention.
In the 2022 Idaho legislative session, Governor Brad Little signed a law to increase incentives in pay for state wildland firefighters. Idaho Department of Lands increased starting pay wages to $15 an hour, a 25% increase to hazard pay, and offer rest and recovery pay.
And that applies to firefighters that have worked on an extended shift and are coming back and they're paid to rest for 2 days before they can go back on.
And while this bipartisan infrastructure law does address current retention and recruitment needs, NIFC says this is not a long-term solution because it will only last for the next 2 fiscal years. They do plan to address Congress about a more long-term solution in the next future budget meetings. Morgan and Brian.
It's still needed. We still need to ramp up wildland firefighters.
Yeah, not have to address it on a year by
Right.
year or every 2 year kind of basis. Exactly. All right. Thank you, Tristan.